Yo, open this fucking door, man, or I'm gonna kick it down and I'm gonna come and shoot you in your fucking face, man. Just open this door right now. Alright, you win. Just come inside already. Just come in. Are you Jeck from the severely underwhelming and disjointed YouTube channel titled Jeck? Yeah, no. What's with the accent? I'm going for like an American cops kind of thing, an American cop kind of thing. Yeah, look, I get it. It's a little rough on the ears though, don't you think? Shut the fuck up, bro, right? Look, is this you or not? Look, there's no point in hiding anymore. Yes, that's me. Huh. I thought you were gonna be a black. The fuck? Why? What? Why would you think that? Well, you know, it's violent crime and all. That's, like, definitely racist. That's definitely racist. I'm an American cop. What the fuck did you, what do you think this bit was gonna be? Well, I mean, that shit happens in Australia here too. Arguably, like, just as bad. Wait, are you telling me that all the black people here are heartless thugs and killers as well? Fuck, no, can't. What the fuck? No, that's not what I'm saying. Hold on. I mean, Aussie cops are mad racist too. Like, it happens all over the fucking Western world, I'm pretty sure. What the fuck do you know about compasses, boy? And keep your fucking voice down as well. My neighbors are gonna, like, hear that shit. Don't be saying that. Don't. This is a safe space. Pause. Stop it with that. All this shit was on the news anyway. Like, don't you have, like, a fucking profile on me? Yeah, but honestly, I had hoped that all my prejudices would be found accurate and my heart would be able to be absolved of the unfounded hatred that it holds so dearly. So why don't you go and tell me about why you killed yourself a Lorax here? It wasn't even a Lorax, it was a Lorac. There's a big difference here. This is an important distinction to make. What in the fuck is a Lorac? It's like one of those imitators that pretends to be a Lorac. Like, look at that corpse over there, right? Do you see any flowers and trees sprouting from that shit or not? No, you don't. Just a fucking stain on my carpet. Plus, the Scottish accent is a giveaway, because, like, the Lorax is Irish and shit. Wait, are you trying to tell me that if I was to kill a regular Lorax, that its corpse would sprout out trees and flowers and shit when it's dead? I mean, I guess, but I've never killed a fucking real Lorax. I've only killed a Lorac, haven't I? Hey, have you ever wondered why there aren't trees on the moon? What? I was thinking about this the other day, right? Like, that shit's way up in the sky, and them fuckers love the sunlight, and the sky is, like, way closer to the sun than we are, so you know. You see, the trees don't eat food like we do. They eat the sun. Have you ever tried to feed some hardwood, some hamburger? What the fuck are you saying? Alright, Jesus, calm the HE double hockey sticks down, why don't you? I've had a long day and I'm tired, alright? I've been beating my wife, stealing from money from crime scenes and shit. Alright, it's hard out here for a cop. You would not understand. Look, am I under arrest or not? I gotta get this fucking footy video done, bro. Come on. No, look, it looks like you're good to go, actually. Whoa. Yo, sweet. Yeah, is this because of like the whole Lorac distinction that I made? No, not really. It's kind of regardless as if you killed one of those freeloading hippies or one of those Hagastani Highlanders. It's still murder all the same. Oh. Again, that's probably racist. You can't be racist towards white people, kid. Come on, everybody knows this. I feel like my character is the like, racism a bad guy. I feel like I should be the one saying that, shouldn't I? Fuck it, we'll fix it in post. So why aren't I under arrest then? Because you're white. Well, I mean, like, skin tone, sure, but I'm like, don't make me take this fucking gun out my holster, boy. I will use it. Alright, fuck it, never mind. I do really like the song Mr. Brightside. I can't lie, I cannot lie. I'm saving this puppy for hitting my wife with later. You know, I might even hit the highway and try to pull it out on an Asian fella if I need to borrow a car or something. I don't even really fucking know what stereotype you're trying to go for with that one. I just felt like saying Asian fella. It's got a kind of funny ring to it, doesn't it? It rolls right off the tongue. If I agree with you, are you just gonna leave my fucking house? Oh, wait. Keeping these streets safe is our job, I guess. What? Asian fella. Car. Come on. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Really didn't like how the cop, like, looked identical to me. Kind of made me uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie. But I guess that just goes to show people with white skin, they all look the same, you know? Anyway, these footy tips, let's get into it. I've been sick for the past week. I keep fucking getting sick. I don't know how. I don't know how my body has not built up a better immune system yet. I throw it through the ringer, sure. You know, I'm still powering through a few drinks to get through this, even in this state. Yet, for some reason, my gut has not developed that homeless man ability to eat dog shit and drink dog shit and just keep fucking pushing. But that's the key to all of this. You got to keep pushing until you reach that point, I think. I don't know. I might die in the process, but I'm a man of science, so you're welcome. Freo versus Essendon. The Dons get schlonged. I don't know. This one, not much to it. Again, Essendon were probably going to lose, Freo were probably going to win, and that just fucking happened. Caleb Sarong kicked a pretty fucking wicked goal. I love those long fucking run for ages and just kick off a fucking real tough angle coming in from the wing sort of goals. Max Holmes kicked a pretty similar-ish one, earlier in the year. I don't know, this game was boring, to be honest. It played out the exact sort of way you'd think it would play out. Nate Caddy, he's on the come up, sure, but these two teams just don't really excite me that much, to be honest. So as a matchup, I was kind of underwhelmed going into it and came out of it not blown away by anything that I saw, which Essendon has actually done throughout this year, and Freo has done as well. These teams have the ability to be extremely exciting teams to watch. I just feel like this game, this pairing, this matchup, this time of the year, everything like that, not for me in terms of oh my fucking god, oh my god. The Prancing Pony might be the perfect nickname for Patrick Voss, and that's all I'm going to say about that for now. Interpret that statement how you feel. Cats and the Lions, didn't see this one coming. This was during the height of my sickness, and it was a bit of a fever dream to watch, you know, especially I just didn't expect this to unfold the way it did. Big number 35, fucking goat of the game, Paddy Dangerfield, playing his 350th. They've widened out the fucking arena. I think it was also Tyson Stengel's 50th game or 100th or something, or some milestone, I don't know, 2 milestones, big week, big turnout. They bought a fucking bunch of white shirts and shit like that, and then Brisbane came and fucking dominated them, bro. This is not to say that Brisbane, I was oh, there's no chance Brisbane win this. I just thought the Cats had that locked. I thought that they would be so fucking locked in and primed to give Dangerfield the fucking highlight reel game that he probably deserved, I'll be real, but the Lions had the answers for that. They truly fucking did. Every single aspect of this game, the Lions just dominated. There was points in this game where the inaccuracy that is associated with Brisbane was what Geelong was doing. They couldn't kick straight at all. Even from gettable shots, they were just fucking in their forward line. There was just chaos, you know? Shout out the Lions. Yeah, I don't really like the club of Brisbane for some personal reasons, I don't know, and the colours are kind of shit, I don't know, but they got some fucking wicked players that I truly love, and Chris Fagan seems like an absolute sick cunt. If you can fucking catch his interview on the Agenda Setters, you'll know exactly what I mean. He just seems like a funny bastard. I think it comes from the fact that he didn't even play AFL footy. I think he was a fucking just local club coach or something, or lower division coach or some shit, and ended up, you know, coaching a finals team, and he just seems like a very humble, funny, weird old bloke. So yeah, it's there's things to like about them, and I just get caught up in the fucking fuck Brisbane, bro. Fuck them, I hate them. But I do fucking hate them. I'm not gonna lie. So but it doesn't hurt me when they get a win like this, especially in the way that they did. I was watching it well, fucking Cats aren't gonna come back from this at any time soon, and they just didn't the entire game. They looked better in patches, not better, but better than it wasn't a absolutely zero performance. They were okay. They were okay, but they didn't look like the team that we all think associate Geelong with. They didn't look like the winners that Geelong are. So good game though. You'd have to be happy with that result as a fucking Brisbane fan. That's a massive win, especially at this time of the year. Really asserting themselves as, hey, we're still fucking in this. We might go back to back. It's a real threat, and back to back would be insanity. So fingers crossed that does not fucking happen in September. Fingers crossed. But second one wrong in a row. North and the Blues. Happy to get this one wrong. Happy to fucking get it wrong. Holy shit. North came to play. They really did. They kind of teed it off at the end there. They forgot they forgot how to play a little bit, but they forgot how to score. Their defense was okay. Their defense was okay, but that second quarter and the third quarter as well. To be fair, but that second quarter in particular, that's what North you see what they're building in quarters like that, in patches of games like that. That's where the club wants to be moving towards. It's the system that they want to be playing playing by and instilling, and the attitude, like that shin bone of fucking spirit or whatever. You know, a bit of a hard knuckle game. In the first quarter, it was a true fight. It was a good scrap. I think the Blues were actually up, but a couple of opportunities missed at different times during the quarter for both teams. But then, you know, it's a real fucking spectacle of a game, because like the word that Michael Voss used at the end of the thing, like in his press conference, was that they bullied us out of the game. And that is like exactly what fucking happened, which is crazy. It's crazy for a team like North to do this, especially after fucking losing to them so badly earlier in the year. That was such a bad performance, and this was such a pretty good one, and the Blues played so fucking bad, bro. How do you have a scoreless last quarter and still win the game? How? I feel like a lot of the players at Carlton that day were weak. It's a pretty fucking strong word, sure, but like Cripps did fuck all. Walsh did fuck all. Curnow was held goalless, but even in the times that he wasn't, he took a pretty cool mark. Not gonna lie, he did take a cool mark, but I just don't think he's a leader. You know, I don't think that their team has many leaders other than Paddy Cripps, and if Paddy Cripps is off, there's not a talent pool to carry it, you know? And the perfect example of them being like bullied in this game, right? I'm gonna fucking compare a little bit to the Collingwood game, which I'll get to later, but I'm only gonna talk about the Dacos tag, kind of. But anyway, in the fucking Blues North game, there's the part where like Tristan Cherry fucking legally fucks up the coning and fucking he ends up rolling into the fence. And then he comes and gets body checked by, I think it was Hollands, and then Cripps comes over and goes, fucking, yeah. And then fucking the game keeps going. TDK is like rumoured to be going to fucking St Kilda. Not rumoured, like it's an active thing that Saints are trying to search him out, and that Carlton's trying to fucking keep him. And he is such an important part of like what Carlton should be wanting and needing to go forward in the future. They don't really have a fucking ruck. They don't have too many of these like mobile and like very skillful rucks in the comp. There's not that many of them floating out. Especially someone that like De Koning that is on his day really fucking good. He's not like top 3 rucks in the comp or something, but he's fucking in the conversation of like really high performing rucks. And Cherry was battering him the entire fucking day, right? And in that moment in particular, fucking pushed me into the fence, comes up, gets one body check. Body checks are nothing to fucking Tristan Cherry. We saw what he did. I think it was Jordan Dawson or something. I don't really remember, but he got body checked at some stage and fucking just dushed them off, lad. Like, he's a tough unit. Cherry is a beast. There's no two ways about it. There's no other better way to word it. And he's bullying TDK, and Carlton's doing fucking nothing to stop it. There's no pressure being put into Cherry. There's no violence being put back out against him. There's no like fucking team protection of TDK. Why would he stay? Why would he want to be in that environment if they're not gonna fucking value him as like the genuine asset that he is, especially in a time where someone else is like, hey, I'll pay you fucking 500 grand more a year to come over this way. Pretty big fucking offer. You know, like, sure, Saints are a pretty shit team. They're building in the future. Carlton's a pretty shit team as well, and they're like, oh, their window's fucking shattered. The frame and the glass is still like in place, but there's fucking cracks all through it, and fucking the air gets in. It's uncomfortable. At the end of the quarter time, or whatever quarter time it was, you know, he's fucking Cherry's by himself walking through a pack of Carlton boys, mogging the cans. He's staunching on them, not actually staunching, but he's big dick flexing. He's just walking through like, okay, no one's gonna touch me. I'm gonna batter your fucking prized possession that is like being sought out after by multiple other clubs for much more money than you can afford to give him, and I'm gonna walk right through yous. Cause fuck yous. Yous are soft as fucking sand, and they are soft. It's not soft in like, oh, boo, 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 but like they're soft in terms of giving that like fucking grit and like mongrel attitude back, Carlton. They really are. They're a prim and proper fucking suit and tie type of team. And I just want to compare that to the Nick Dacos and Windhager tag. Now, Dacos got tagged the whole game. It was a pretty tough and rough tag. The big drop. We'll get into that in the Collingwood part, but put him down, guys. No. But Collingwood obviously loves Nick Dacos for what he brings to the team, for who he is, for all of it. You know, they love Nick Dacos. Everyone on that fucking list does. They showed some vision on, I don't know what fucking show it was, but it's a first crack, I think, of fucking Windhager trying to go off to the bench for a spell. And literally Collingwood players are lining up to body check him and bump him and be like, you fucking dog cunt. Like, he has to zigzag around the ground to try to dodge him, and the cunts are fucking lining up in fucking twos. One body check and fucking balls to another one. Houston and Perryman are getting in on it. They're fucking new recruits. Like they're already so bought into this team protection, internal like commitment to this is a fucking asset. You're trying to fuck with our asset. Now it didn't work. Dacos got 30 disposals and a goal or something, but like he's pretty gun, not gonna lie. But he was fucking with him. He was holding his hand the entire night. He was holding them off the ball like the entire night. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend like it wasn't fucking happening. I like seeing it. I like dirty tags. I do. I really do. But you know, by the letter of the law, whatever. Anyway, the Collingwood boys just fucking they have that. They have that instilled at their club. They have this level of team respect. We are a team, and we're gonna fucking operate as a team. If any of us are getting fucked with and picked on like it's a fucking playground, then we're gonna stand up for ourselves, our boys, and our fucking players. Carlton doesn't have that. They really fucking don't. And I think this sounds crazy because it was also a tight game, but partially that's because like North. I'm jumping back to the Carlton thing now. It's a tight, partly because North fucked up the last quarter. True, but I think in a weird way, and this sounds crazy, but the Blues. Like the blueprint has been made for the Blues by North. The gang has figured out how to do it. That you just bully this team and they'll submit. Just fucking out-muscle them, out-grit them. And it's fucking easy seemingly because a bunch of fucking 10-year-olds can do it. They're not 10, they're all 18 or they're all young as shit. Carlton want clean, fucking bootlace footy, long contest footy where everyone stops at the skirmish and fucking, alright, let's get right back into it, boys. And I don't think this is Vossi's fault. The people are saying sack Michael Voss, not a good idea. I'll tell you that now, probably not a good fucking idea. You want to fucking like throw your club into some more turmoil, sack your coach. And I say that as someone that still thinks we should sack Alistair Clarkson. I'll defend that take until, hey, if they don't reach 10th on this fucking ladder, which is where I said they'd be at the start, I didn't do that this week. I'll do that next week, the fucking ladder predictor, how we're going or something. Maybe I'll just do it at the end of the year if I keep getting too lazy. But I think I said they'd be around 10th. Because they're not landing there, I still think sack Clarkson's a decent argument. Prove me wrong, next year's your last year to prove me wrong. That's all I'll say, that's all I'll give them. But I don't think Sack and Vossi is the problem. I think it's a cultural problem. I think it's an internal problem. I think it's a group problem. They have a lot of issues on stats and fucking game plan, game style, everything, sure. But the game style and plan is effective and has been effective. We've seen it during this year, even though they've had a shit year, sure. We saw it last year, we've seen it time and time again. It can work, it can, but it requires a buy-in. And I don't think many of the boys at that club are bought in right now. I just don't. I do not think many of those boys are willing to go to the wars and the dying for each other sort of spirit that it requires to get to fucking win games. Like at the end of the day, if North can make yous look that fucking bad for 3 quarters, for 2 quarters, but for those 2 quarters were pretty fucking bad. Let's just say that, like 18 to fucking 50 or something. You know, like it shouldn't be happening, or should be happening, but it shouldn't be happening from. It should be happening from a North perspective and shouldn't from a Carlton perspective. Footy maths. I don't know. This is confusing. I've talked about this one for way too long. Disappointing as fuck from Carlton. Pretty happy from the North shit. They need to work on their finishing, like their ability to finish games. They don't know how to put teams away. They barely know how to win, but they need to learn how to put teams away so that they can win more, because that's the brand that they want to play. They want to play that burying teams footy. Alas, we move on. Port and Swans got this one wrong as well. I did really shit this week with tipping, not gonna lie. I picked all the favourites. I was saying that last week and the fucking did dog shit. But how the fuck did Sydney manage to kick that fucking bad and still win? I feel like Port lost this one. Goulden and Papley being back, Sydney look different. They do look more dynamic. I don't know how just those 2 players make such a difference, but they really do. Papley brings a bit of that shit that I was saying Carlton could love. Carlton would love a fucking bloke like Papley. And Goulden he's a fucking ball user, man. He's a fucking slick little machine, and it widens things up for them. It widens their scope. They do look better. I still think they played pretty average, pretty poorly, to be honest. I think Port just played really fucking dog shit. They were just bumbling everywhere, bro. They were just shit outs. It was just a really bad Port performance. But the full story of the night is Joel Amartey. How in the fuck do you have 8 shots at goal? 8 shots as a key forward. Something at key forward. Whoa. Something key forwards dream of is 8 shots at goal. Relatively easy shots at goal. And you managed to kick 6 points and 2 out on the full. for a fucking goalless night. I've been saying this for a while, the Amati party is over. Yes, he kicked a 9 and nearly a bag at fucking this exact same oval last year against Adelaide. I just think he's a sook, to be honest. I think he's a sooky shit cunt. He's like Kerno with like less fucking muscle, pretty much. I don't know. Unimpressive game from both teams, but yeah. Saints and the Pies. The Pies are just too fucking strong. Already did all the Dacos shit, a little bit more, but quickly, I just want to say that this was a really fucking good professional performance from Collingwood. They know how to win games. They know what to do. They're a very fucking experienced and versed club, and when it mattered most, they ran away with it, you know, and they kept the momentum swings in check the entire night. Their system held up really well. I really like what the Pies are doing at the moment. I think that they just keep looking stronger and stronger week after week. And this was some good shit from the Saints for the most part. This was a very good performance for the most part. Yes, that last quarter was shit, sure, but there were elements throughout this game which spoke to like where St Kilda should be going forward and will be going forward. And you can't deny that, and you can't look away from that. Now, Windhager getting fined for the fucking little strike is not helping the golden boy narrative around Dacos. It's not. It's not helping the comp loves him, and the umpires will stop the game when he gets cramp, and other players are getting fucking flatline KO'd, and kick the ball right over his head. Fucking play on, he'll get up, he'll be right. Shout out Lockie Schultz, sick cunt. Anyway, it's not helping the whole fucking Dacos favoritism narrative. And it's really not. It's a bad fine. It's a horrible fine. That is fucking nothing. That was nothing. The knees to the corky, the knees to the hamstrings was much worse, and some of the holding shit was pretty rough. But I don't even think there was a finable moment in that entire game, to be honest. A lot of free kicks that weren't paid, sure, but you can't make up for that by saying, fuck it, give me $1,000. It doesn't make any sense. It's not helping. To see the reaction of Dacos is such a soft fucking prick, cunt, he's such a fucking pussy. Like, Dacos didn't give the fine out. And yes, he dropped and flopped for the free, sure, but there was also other fucking countless moments where he deserved frees and wasn't getting them. So like, every player does this. Fucking Toby Greenwood does it every day of the week. Fucking whoa! Nick Watson does it for his fucking career. It's his career. It's to duck his head, you know? I think this shit is like funny bad. Funny bad. No, it's bad. It's bad. It's not funny. Fuck that. It's not funny. The duck in the head when they act like they've been shot, that shit's funny, but it's still horrible. This shit's just kind of pussy. It's bad. It is soft. This moment is soft. That doesn't make Dacos soft. That doesn't make him a weak player. He is a fucking gun. If you've ever seen him play on the telly or live is like way easier to see. He knows what he's doing. Like, he just does. He's a fucking elite player. He's an elite level player that is tough, resilient, and smart, and wins games a lot of the time. I'm not trying to discredit him, but it's a bad look for the AFL more than anything, in my opinion, but it doesn't help, the narrative around Dacos. So that's all there really is to say about that one though. Like, the game kind of played out, like, the result was like where you'd expect it to be. The game actually played out in a pretty exciting way. It was a good watch, good win as well. Giants, Suns, fire! Boom! Now, our first quarter, one of the worst quarters I've ever seen us play. Horrendous. The Suns had the ability to bury us in the first quarter. They fucking may as well have. They basically did with the score. I can't breathe. I used to say this like a couple years ago as a kind of a joke, but it was kind of true. We play better from 2 goals behind. We just kind of do. We play better in those moments where it has to happen. It just has to happen. And it does. Things kind of fall into place. Now, that's not a good way to have to win, because in the games where it doesn't have to happen, we don't win. You know, we lose to Port Adelaide, and you lose to did we lose to Essendon or some shit? I don't know, surely not. Might have to kill myself if we did. Just kidding, it's all G. Never kill yourself, never commit suicide. Anyway, never neck, because you can turn it around. Just look at this game as fucking proof. The first quarter looked like fucking LeBron James versus a rock on the ground in a basketball match. That's how it resembled. We pulled it back towards the end of the quarter, I'm not gonna lie. We started picking it up and being like, oh shit, we got a game to play football here, and we're fucking losing really badly, really quickly. And we managed to turn it around, slowly but surely. Had a horrible first quarter, chipped away at them for the rest of the game, kept chipping. Despite all odds, despite the adversity that we faced from them being a fucking good side, a great side, a strong side, and the adversity from the fucking umpires, oh my god! The fourth quarter, I'm not gonna lie, we got some calls that were like, oh, well, I don't know about that one, but I'll take it. But up until that point, it felt like there was an agenda against us. It felt pretty fucking pretty stable. Couple non-holding the ball fucking free kicks given to just, what the fuck, I don't know no, watch it back. I'm not tripping. I'll watch it back. I'm not tripping. Last quarter, we get our get back with like 2 free kicks. They also still got like decent free kicks in that quarter, but then I go like, all right. I don't know what's going on here, but holy fuck. Lost quarter 1 by fucking intensely. Won the second quarter, scraping back. Won the third quarter, scraping back. Won the fourth quarter like fucking the rock and the brawn morphed. I'll leave that sentence just. I need some hang time around that one. We became fucking elite. Like everything was working. We kicked 8-1 in that last quarter. I think it was Cadman that missed it, or maybe it was Tom Green, I don't remember. One of them missed like it, and it was a gettable shot too. That would have helped. That would have been sick if we got 9 flat. I'm not taking anything away from him. This was wicked as fuck. I loved this performance from us. In the last quarter. Did not like the first quarter. I loved, again, 3 quarters of this game. We did the reverse north, and still managed to win, so. Tom Green did the double sniff goal. Love that one. Love it. Jake Stringer kicked 2 pretty good goals. You know, he's good for that. If that was good, you're earning a little bit more of my respect back. It would be nice if you could like do this before round fucking 17. What are we in? Some shit like that. It'd be nice if we had that a little bit earlier in the year. A little bit more consistency with him would be nice. But I actually like him as like a sub. I actually do like him as like the sub that comes on in the last sort of towards the end of the third quarter or the fourth quarter and just goes out there and fucking delivers 2 goals like that. If he's good for 2 goals a game like that, then I get it. But you know, he also did a sick ass tap to fucking, I don't remember who it was, but he did a little tap move, which was cool. It was Cadman. Jesse Hogan laid the tackle, then Stringer tapped it to Cadman, which was cool. It was cool. It was cool. This whole game was cool. It was a fun game to watch. I enjoyed it. Even in that fucking first quarter where I was like, well, we're about to get fucking demolished. I was like, I'm gonna watch it. I'm just gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it happen so that I can rant and rave about it and be angry. No need to be angry. No need at all. The play on thing, real quick, wanted to fucking talk about that. How funny is that? Fucking Mac Andrews on the mark and Hogan's like taking a shot from around the 50 line. It's a fucking tough kick. He could have got it, but it's pretty tough. Maybe it was further out. Maybe it wasn't a gettable shot and he just had to set some shit out. But regardless, fucking Big Mac's on the mark and someone yells, play on, play on, play on. So fucking Mac looks back and he's like, oh fuck, and tries to run up and tackle Jesse Hogan. Wasn't the umpire saying play on, it was a player. So it's a 50-meter penalty. And I'm thinking, fuck me, Toby Green, have you done some more sneaky shit that only Toby could do? As soon as the umpire was like 50 and everyone was like, well, I heard the play on. I was like, I heard the fucking play on. What the fuck's going on here? Must have been a player that said it. Oh, Toby, you couldn't have. It's genius, but it's a bit dodgy. But it wasn't even someone on our team. It was a fucking Gold Coast player that I think must have been trying to get Hogan to think he had to play on to fuck up the kick or something. Major backfire. Just what the fuck? I don't think I've ever seen that. That's hilarious. They need to do that shit more often. Just players going, fuck it, play on, play on. Very funny moment. Oddity, if you will. Shout out the Holding the Bull oddities. Those are good videos. Never surrender really does fit our team well as the mantra. Never surrender, it's always doable. The last quarter will change the world. And then the Tigers and the Dogs for the last game of the round. Yeah, Dogs highlight reel. Don't know what to say. Don't really know what to say. Bontempelli went crazy. Of course he did. Of course he did. This is a layup. Not able to play like fucking dog shit. Sam Darcy fucking 3-pointer. Get Sam Darcy out of the ruck. I agree fully with Kane Corns on that one. What are you doing putting that player just coming off that injury in the ruck? Dangerous. I'd be sending him fucking in the fucking full forward. I'd say don't leave the goal square. Just stay there, try mark it. And he probably will still get, what, 3 a game? Not much to say, you know, Dogs pumping. It's just, the Lions are gonna, the Tigers are gonna have games like this. Let's move on to the tips for next week. This is gonna be really quick because I've got to cook dinner. And my throat. POV, cops misses. Anyway, no, fuck. I've gone with all the favourites again. Yeah, fuck. But I feel like, alright, so fucking Thursday night, Carlton and Port. I've gone with Port. I don't think Port should be the favourites in this. I think Port played like dog shit last week. And I think that Carlton, they need a win. They need a turnaround. I think, oh, fuck it, I'm changing my tip to Carlton. I've done it. If Port prove me wrong, oh, fuck. What do I do here? No, I'm tipping Carlton. Carlton need a response. Carlton can beat Port. It's gonna happen. No, I'm not. I'm changing it back to Port. Change my mind. Port is gonna win this game. Do they? 2 losers and it's at Port's home ground. Who needs a response more? Port. It's funnier for Ken. But is it funnier for Vossi right now? Fuck, I thought this was gonna be quick. Nah, fuck it. I'm staying with Port, but this could go either way. This is a 50-50 game. Carlton will probably respond, or they won't. They're either going to win or lose, and I'm a genius for predicting both outcomes. Dogs and the Swans. Dogs and the Swans at the SCG are going to go the Dogs. I think they're the better outfit, even up against like a new reinvented Sydney with their players back. Not reinvented, but I guess reinvented, new coach. But no, they're like the new reinvigorated Swans. I think even the Dogs beat them. So that's the prediction. Suns and Melbourne at People's First. That's going to be Suns for sure. They played a good game last week against us. They played a really good fucking game. We just turned into God at the end there, and they couldn't stop it. It's at their home ground. I think this is a layup. I think that Melbourne give them a good challenge, but they managed to do this pretty easy. Hawks and North. Gonna go Hawks. North really impressive. This is down at Tassie, so they could shake it up. This will be a really fun watch. They could shake it up. North could win this one. That's my tip for this. That North could win theoretically. The Hawks will win probably. And then Saturday night we've got the Pies and the Eagles. The Pies are gonna win that one. Probably pretty easily. Sunday, Richmond and the Crows at the MCG. The Crows are gonna win probably pretty easily. And then Dockers and Saints at Optus Stadium. Now that'll be a fun game. I think that the Saints will do much better there than last time, but I still think that the Dockers win that one. They're in good form. And they're making a push for finals. I think they win that one. The prancing pony gets up and about, and I love meatballs. I don't know. I need to fucking end this and go to bed. Yeah! Yeah!